Okay, Walkabout day 2. This is where things got a little interesting already. Again, if you've seen the first video in the description, I might mention it, and even in the video. I'm not that great of a social person. That's why one of the reasons I left and started using social sites. I was hoping I could learn. I've never really been that great. A lot of people consider it timidity. I just honestly sometimes don't understand. But as a person who's always wanted to be, detective, spy, and shit, I have good perception and other skills that are built for that, and I notice afterwards, but usually it's too late. Unfortunately, what I call normals, you might hear it more than once. Once you make a mistake, for the most part, it stays with them forever. I'll have a few examples of that in next videos. Anyways, I wake up, you have the choices of cereal, bread, whatever. I don't know, maybe I'm getting into too much detail. Anyways, was it today? Yeah, I think it was the second day we started on the wall. And this is where problems started. Again, possibly due a lot to my social skills, and I say even this pretty face, because people just assume that you have a pretty face and you know how to socialize. You should never assume. Anyways, oh yeah, and I say that a lot. Anyways, so right away, the other girl was kind of put, Sevilla was kind of put technically in charge. That's what Paul said, who was the host, but I could tell she didn't really want it. She'd only done one wall, which in my experience, you could do 100 walls and it doesn't necessarily mean you're good enough to lead or even good at the job. But I'm like, okay, fine. I'm trying to play ball. I'm trying to be normal here. But I'm the one, I could see that she wasn't really taking charge or anything, and I noticed that the person who was before did a horrible job. So I suggested that we take off everything that the other person did, because I work even at home. I work contract jobs, moving here and there, not sticking to one job long. I've done many different jobs, even at home, helping my parents renovate their houses. You name it, possibly I've done it. And I was gonna say my finisher, I worked for a finisher once. I was saying maybe that had to do with the fact that I like a finished product, but I've been lucky to have very good bosses in all my jobs that believe in a good product, a good finished product. And in fact, a lot of the ones I work for, they get hired to repair other people's jobs, like renovations, or like even the finisher I worked for, he got a lot of shit materials, or even people who tried to finish before. Anyways, I'm going on a tangent. That might happen too. Who knows? That's why I couldn't be a writer. I just go on tangents like that. Anyways, long story short, we start doing that. She goes on one end, I go on the other, and start working on it. I look at what she's done at the end of the day, she looks at what I've done, and we went to different levels. I obviously, if I'm left alone, and I told her I'm a perfectionist, and even the finisher had to stop me sometimes from going too far. And I might have gone a little too far, because I was actually down to the original stone that fell over. It was a stone wall that collapsed. A grade 2 stone wall. I might have even removed some of the stuff from the first guy who actually did a good job. I was just getting so into it. And this is sort of when the trouble started, which, again, like I say, normals. The one thing I'm finding in all the places, I've been to 4 places so far and used 3 BlaBlaCars, is that what I call, again, normals. I mean, they consider me shy and timid for saying things, but I consider them, because this is where the trouble started. And I'll get to what and why later.